Right here by me. Right here next to me. By the bike. Don't be bashful. Come on over here, Milton. Come on by me. Come on, TEI. Don't be bashful. Yeah, that's my bike.
Okay.
You got some more bikes around here? We'll put them up here. Prop time. Prop time. Put the bikes around here. Yeah, come on, Marisol. I don't want all these knuckleheads up here with me. You know. Yeah, of course we want bikes. You notice. Yeah, plus I prefer somebody steal yours instead of mine. So I want to thank everyone for being here. And I'm Rodney Ellis, a county commissioner here in Harris County. I'm joined by a host of people who will introduce themselves, but I'll just mention Congresswoman Sheila Jackson Lee cannot be here. She's on a flight trying to get in, and Congressman Al Green, but they are supportive. Dennis Littlejohn is here from the Congresswoman's office. I know he has a resolution. You don't have to present it, but I'll hang it up and have it on my wall. Stand up here so you can have your picture and won't get in trouble. But we appreciate you being here. Our county engineer, after I give some remarks, the county engineer, Milton Rahman, will speak. And then because we're going to Ryan Walsh's facility, Ryan, you're going to speak. Then Janice Burke, with HHCSA, Joe Catufo, and did I skip anybody? Oh, someone from TEI. We don't have to give a keynote address because if we finish soon enough, Ryan has worked it out so that we can do a quick cycle tour around the Astrodome on the inside. But I know I have a 2 o'clock Zoom. It's a beautiful day to be out here. I'm very proud that we now have this access to the rodeo. I'm excited. I will be at the rodeo tonight. I'm not sure I'll ride my bike because my wife will be with me and I have to get her back. But we're going to work on that for next year. I want to thank the Congress people both for supporting this effort and for being a constant and consistent partner on so many efforts to improve the lives of our residents, both Congressman Al Green and Congresswoman Sheila Jackson Lee. I think we're in Congressman Al Green's congressional district, but I'm not sure. I know he lives around the corner, and he did call and said he hadn't been biking lately, but he may think about it with this trail. Thanks to TxDOT, the City of Houston, and Metro for also helping to make today possible. Thanks to Precinct 1 and my staff for paying for it. Thanks to the taxpayers for giving us the funds so we could do this project. I want to thank our Director of Engineering for Harris County, Director Milton Rahman, for his leadership and support of this project and his entire team. Thank you, Joe Catufo, for your leadership as the Executive Director of Bike Houston. I know I call you from time to time and shoo you out and say you need, in terms of most isn't dependent, they can get there safely. Thank you, Janice Burke and the Houston Sports Authority for expanding transit options such as bike parking and making the Houston Rodeo such a prime event. $1.13 million concrete trail, which runs from OST Trail to Holly Hall. It will provide an alternative means of transportation for commuters to NRG Park, which also hosts the Texans football games, NCAA Final Four later this month, and other events. Once more people know about this trail, I think they'll use it. It is certainly a better way to beat the traffic. In addition to an environmentally friendly commute, cyclists and pedestrians will save on parking fees. The trail also provides connections to Brays Bayou Greenway, Herman Park, sections of the Texas Medical Center to the north, and the east-west path along Holly Hall, just in time for the Houston Rodeo, delivering viable, safer, equitable transportation options that serve the needs of all of our community and all of our residents, and it will save them money. All across our community, we're seeing more signs of progress. People are noticing a lot of green paint. They see protected on-street lanes. They have access to bike share programs and safe routes connecting our neighborhoods. And celebrating major milestones. Bayou Greenway's initiative, $220 million program to add 150 miles of trails in Houston, mostly along the bayous, with additional links along utility corridors. At Precinct 1, we're committed to doing as much as we can to connect those bayous on city streets along utility corridors. because many people don't want to walk one direction or ride one direction and go back the same direction. They want to move around. Congressman Green's staff is here. Come on up. I mentioned that he lives in the neighborhood. Thank you for being here. And you can ride around the Astrodome with us on my bike. Houston, the Houston Bike Plan, Precinct 1 has constructed 28 miles of bikeways and trails, with 18 miles under construction and 37 miles in planning and design. Let me say that again in case you missed it. The Houston Bike Plan from Precinct 1. Precinct 1 has constructed 28 miles of bikeways and trails, with 18 miles under construction and 37 miles in planning and design. 22 miles of wide sidewalks are either constructed or being built inside the city limits of Houston. Precinct 1 has invested $67 million in multimodal and park improvements that are either completed or under construction. An additional $110 million in improvements are being planned. And I hope that neighborhoods and my colleagues, other partners, take advantage of this opportunity. Because obviously, if we don't get support, we'll have to move those projects and go somewhere else. Change starts with bike lanes, but doesn't end there. Together, we're pursuing a quality of life transformation that will affect generations of Houstonians and Harris County residents. Change starts locally. It starts with something specific, like bike lanes. But over time, these arteries connect into something powerful, a living, breathing solution to the greatest challenge our community is facing, climate change. I want to thank everyone for being here. And next, Milton Rahman, and then we'll bring up Ryan Walsh, and then his colleague Janice Burke, and then someone from TE. And Katupo, Dr. Rahman.
Good afternoon, everybody. Thank you, Commissioner Ellis. Let me just start saying that Commissioner and Commissioner staff, that the commitment to connecting communities, a multimodal transportation option, is the vision for our community, to take single occupancy vehicle off the street and have more multimodal choice for everyone. And this area is, again, many of you are going to be attending rodeo, and you will see the benefit firsthand that you can now don't have to pay that $25 or $35 for parking. Now you can park 3 blocks away and bike or walk. It will allow you can walk, you can jog, you can take your bike, and everything. So, but more importantly, what I want to say, Commissioner's commitment to multimodal transportation. We had $50 million allocated for multimodal transportation from the 2022 bond proposition. And our ability to work with our partners, City of Houston, Metro, and all of our consultant, TEI, they have designed this, worked through all the challenges. And then our staff, more importantly, Jessica Cohen is here, and our engineering department staff, we work very closely with commissioners' staff to get this done. So thank you all.
Thank you, Commissioner. My name is Ryan Walsh, CEO of NRG Park. Certainly thank you for your leadership on this initiative and expanding options and your support of NRG Park. Joe, thank you for all that you do for helping us expand the options at NRG Park as well for bike. And certainly, Janice, thank you working so hard to bring so many great events to NRG Park. And based on community interest and feedback, the Houston Livestock Show and Rodeo and NRG Park worked together to create a bike parking area for our guests visiting the rodeo this year. Rodeo is one of the largest family events in the country, certainly in Houston, and we felt that having that additional option for visiting NRG Park was important. Having this bike lane leading right into our gates furthers NRG Park's commitment to community and provides us the opportunity to offer more options than just arriving by car, as everyone said here. So we look forward to welcoming that, not just for rodeo. We hope you come out for rodeo, but use your bike to come to all of the events that we have, including Final Four. We've got college football playoffs, World Cup in 2026. So you're absolutely right. Beat the traffic. Take your bike to NRG Park. Thank you again, Commissioner. Appreciate it.
Janice.
Thank you so much. It's really fun for me to work with Commissioner Ellis. We've built a bike park where we've held BMX national championships, and we've built trails. And of course, at the Harris County Houston Sports Authority, we're all about staying healthy, the health and wellness that comes. Whether you walk on the trail or you ride a bike, we want people out being healthy. And so this is just another example of that. As we work hard to bring big events to our county, like the Final Four, which is coming in less than 30 days, the college football playoffs next year, and World Cup in 2026. This is just another opportunity for us to get people in and out of the stadium efficiently. So thank you, Commissioner Ellis, for all that you've done to help us.
Thank you. TEI?
Hi, I'm Nick Killian from TEI. I want to thank the Commissioner in Harris County for working on the project with us. This is a great project. I'm really excited for it. I'm one of the 10% of Houstonians that doesn't own a car, so I was really excited to be able to bike here today and come see the project now that it's finished. Particularly, my closest friend lives on Alameda Road, so it'll be great to be able to bike to his house much more comfortably and safely. So thank you all for coming out today. I appreciate it.
So don't be offended by that siren. When you're riding a bike, you're less apt to end up in the hospital. So remember that. Katufo?
Thanks, Commissioner. I've never seen so much media for 1 mile of bikeway. It might seem like one small addition to the bike network, but it's a pretty big gap when you consider what's on each side of it. So we're really grateful to the Commissioner and everyone who worked on this project for getting it done. This is really important, obviously, for the rodeo. It's just on time. Also for the Final Four coming this season. It's also really important for all the people who live right around here. This new bikeway is lined with apartment complexes. It's about a square mile of residential development, reasonably high density residential development around here. Think of all the ways now that people can get on their bikes and ride to Herman Park and Brays Bayou or to events. And Commissioner Rodney Ellis, funding this and getting it done. It was about a year ago that we reached out to the city of Houston and said, hey, wouldn't it be cool to do a pop-up bike lane to help people ride their bikes to the rodeo? And the city looked into that, and they had a short-lived pop-up bike lane, but it ended up getting shut down for some other reason. Well, lo and behold, Precinct 1 was already talking with TxDOT about using this right-of-way for a permanent bikeway, which is a lot better than a pop-up. So thanks again, and we're thrilled to ride on this new bikeway.
So before we go to questions, my two Congress people coming up, you want to say something? I know it'd be short because you didn't play. You don't want to say anything? You don't want to give me that resolution? I'm just joking. Look, these lanes are really important. I'm glad to do it. I want to encourage people to use this path. It made sense to do it because there was a trail, a wide sidewalk passing by the VA hospital, other side of Alameda. I appreciate TxDOT because we had to negotiate with them, and they were very accommodating to let us do this. We thought about going down, I think it's Greenbrier, but this is a lot safer. People know that it's here. And as you said, it runs right by these apartment complexes. So with that, I'll take any questions that you might have. And after that, I am going to ride this bicycle inside that Astrodome and then get back home. Any questions? Let's ride. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm ready to ride. Which way? This way. Oh, where's the sun? Where can they see us? We get on that side. Yeah. Come on back here. To the hood. Yeah, this way. Cross to the hood. Hey, man, come on. Let me tell you what's about to die.